Last sessions, you learned about shape tool and pen tool items and also the content parts options. Now we come to the transform part where we see these choices. The first one is the anchor point, which you learned before. Its shortcut is the Y button on the keyboard with which you can move the anchor point. This anchor point is located in the middle of the page. When you change these numbers here, the position of shape changes relative to this point changes. Instead of moving the anchor point, the position of shape changes. Now I move it to the x-axis. And I use those numbers to move it on the y-axis. This way we set the shape place towards the anchor point. The next choice is the position. This is also used to change positions. The difference is that the anchor point also moves with the shape on the x-axis and the y-axis. The scale is the next item. It is used to change the dimension of the shape on the scene. When you bring these numbers closer to 0, you will see almost nothing. When you remove this pin, you can change the width and height separately. I don't recommend this. It will mess up the shape's form. But if you need such an option, you know that it's possible. The next one is rotation. It has two options. It is used to rotate objects. The first number choice is for the number of rounds. The second choice is for the rotation angle. I want to set this to 90 degrees. I will enter the number here. Or drag the numbers. You know the angle is up to 360. After 360, counts again. And here you see the number 1. This means it turned around one time. So the first one shows the number of rounds and the second one shows the degree of rotation. They can be easily entered manually as well. The next option is opacity. It is used to adjust the amount of transparency. The less number, the less transparency, and the more transparency. I hit reset and it returned to the original position. Now that I do this rotation, it rotates according to the anchor point. I change its place, put it here, and now when I rotate, it rotates based on the anchor point. To have more control over these options, I use shortcuts. I have a shape here. And instead of using these options from below, use shortcuts. Their shortcut is their first letter, except for the opacity. When a layer is selected, hit A to choose the anchor point, P to change the position, R to rotate objects. S is a scale shortcut used to change the dimension of an object, but for opacity is the T button that is used for transparency. This is wonders of After Effects. Hit that shortcut again to remove that option layer. Suppose we want to have both position and scale to change its location and transparency. Hold the Shift and press S. This way we add the rest of the options, like rotation. Now that I'm done with rotation, I hit Shift R again and it is removed. Shift S to remove a scale. Shift T to add opacity. And I use the Shift A to correct the position of the anchor point. Well, you learned about the shift and shortcuts. P for position, T for opacity, and A for the anchor point, S for scale, R for rotation. When you work further, these shortcuts come in handy a lot more. Thanks for watching.